ballyhooey Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a...
Hello everyone and welcome back to AngBonaTV. Today we're doing something a little bit different. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. A lot of you may know I've been getting involved with some movies and TV shows, being a background extra for fun. And a lot of people have been wondering, how do you become a background extra? Do you get paid? Do you have lines? Do you have to go to auditions? Tons of questions, but they're all good questions, so I'm going to cover the basics of everything on how you become an extra. So what is an extra? Most of you may know this, some of you may not, so we're going to go over it really quickly. So, say there's a scene at a football game for a high school. You see the two leads sitting there on the bleachers, and then you see the surrounding people, you know, people eating hot dogs, people sitting there with their friends, people that don't have lines. Those people are extras. Say there's a homecoming dance scene. You see the main person, the main lead, there doing their thing, and all the people around them, people with their dates, and people enjoying the dance. Those people are there to make the scene work. Those are background extras. Okay, so how do you become a TV or movie extra? Well, first off, it depends on the area you live in. If you know that your city that you live in is a city where, you know, movies and TV shows come into town every once in a while to film, then you're lucky. If you're willing to travel because you want to take part in one of these, then that's fine. But if your city or where you live is typically not a film location, then you're out of luck, so I'm sorry. But if you fall into the category where your city is a film location, you're in good hands. So there are casting companies out there, and their main job is to cast people for TV shows, movies, commercials, whatever. That is their job. So say a movie's coming into your town, and they say to this casting agency, okay, first off, we want you to cast the extras for this. Second off, we need 30 white men. We need 20 African American males. We need 30 children, whatever, for this one scene that's supposed to be filmed in New York City to fill in the background. What this casting agency then does is they either go to social media or they go to an email blast and say, we are looking for this, 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 and this. If you fill these requirements, send us an email with your headshots. Boom and boom. Usually 2 is what they're looking for. The headshots, I'll get to that in a second. And then they ask you for things like your height, your weight, your sizes, your location, your phone number, stuff like that. And if you fit the requirements, then most likely you'll get a call. If you don't, then you don't get a call. That's how it is. So yeah, first off, if you're looking into being an extra, look online, look at casting agencies in your city that cast for movies and TV shows. That's the first thing I would do if I were you. That's what I did. And I've been in 3 movies and 2 TV shows so far, and it's a blast. And as I said, headshots. Headshots are very important when submitting to be an extra. These casting agencies, they want to see what you look like because it is their job to find people to fit the scene. So, do you need really expensive headshots? Do you need very professional headshots? No, you don't. You could have a friend take a really nice picture of you on your iPhone. Usually it's one from the waist up, and then it's a close-up of your head. That's literally it. I had a friend of mine who's a very talented photographer. She's trying to build her photography resume, so I was like, yeah, you want to take pictures of me? And she gave me a really good deal on it. So you don't need the most professional pictures, so don't let someone tell you that. So there's a lot of questions that go around. One of the big questions is, do you get paid? Yes. Most of the time, unless you see that it's non-paid, you're getting paid. Here where I live, I get $10 an hour for the first 8 hours, then time and a half after that, so yeah, it adds up. And then sometimes you get a little bit extra. If these movies want you to go to a fitting, you usually get a little bit of a bump for going out to get fitted for a costume, so you get a little decent paycheck to have fun. Do you have lines as an extra? Occasionally you'll hear people that say, oh, there's a good chance the director might say, hey, you extra, I want to give you a line. The chance of that happening is very, very slim. The chance of anyone being an extra, and having their acting career take off, is very slim. So don't let anyone fool you. You're all there to do one thing, and that is to fill the background. I always tell people, I'm like, you think the director is going to be sitting back there, watching the playback and say, oh my gosh, look at that extra. Let's give him a line. Yeah, that never happens, I'm sorry. And if it does, it's extremely rare. Do you get to meet celebrities that you work with? No. That's one of the big turnoffs for a lot of people when they find out that you usually don't get to meet these celebrities. Once again, you're being paid to be professional. You're being paid to work. You're not being paid to be a fan and run up to these celebrities when you see them. that's what will get you kicked off right away. Or at least they'll send you far, far behind where the camera can't even see your face. So yeah, I've seen people, that's one of the cool experiences. You work with people like Seth Rogen and Viola Davis and tons of people that you're like, oh my god, that's them. And you see them, sometimes they'll talk to you, but do you talk to them? No. They're busy. Just let them do their job. Okay, so what's it like when you arrive on set? So you're gonna have to get a costume first off if you haven't had a fitting already. Then what they do is you wait. You fill out some paperwork and you sit and you wait. And you wait, and you wait. Sometimes you wait a little longer, sometimes you wait a little bit. One time I waited for 9 hours until they took us out at 2 in the morning. You wait. Expect to wait. Don't be an extra that's mad that they have to wait. You are an extra. You're important for the scene, but are you important in the industry? This is where you are. You're the lowest part of the industry when you're an extra. So don't go there and say, I can't believe I'm waiting. This is taking forever. You're an extra. You're gonna wait. You're being paid to sit. So yeah, expect to wait. And then when they finally take you out onto set, which is one of the coolest parts for me, I love seeing what the sets look like, because they'll put you in, like background holding, so you really don't see anything till they take you onto set. Someone will then place you. They'll say, okay, what you're doing is you're walking here with your friend and you're having a conversation on the street. What you're doing here is this is your homecoming date and you're dancing and you're just having fun. What you're doing here is you're blah 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 blah. You get the point. They give you direction. Then what you're gonna hear is something called rolling. What does rolling mean? Well, that means when you turn your camera on, you click record. It is rolling. So basically they're capturing footage. Then what you're gonna hear, background. Background is you. That's when you as a background actor start doing your thing. So if you were told to walk, then you start walking. If you were told to dance, then you start dancing. Whatever. Then what you're gonna hear is action. So the main people that are a part of this scene, so they say there's the 2 leads, they're gonna start doing their thing as the background's doing their thing. You get it? And then what you're gonna hear is cut. And then you're done. And then most likely you're gonna hear reset. And then you're gonna reset and go back and you're gonna do it over and over and over again. But if you appreciate the arts, if you appreciate, the film industry and this awesome movie experience, you will have so much fun. The time will fly when you're there and you will just enjoy every little moment of it. So at the very end, you get paid, you get really good catered food, and you get one hell of an experience. So I recommend that all of you try to do this. It's really easy, and you don't have to be special to be an extra. You don't have to go to an audition. You don't need any of that. Just try it, and you will enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope I answered all of the questions that people have on how to become an extra. If you have any additional questions, please leave your comments down below, and I will answer as many as I possibly can. Other than that, thank you all. Best of luck if you're actually trying to be an extra. I guarantee that you'll be fine. And if you do, let me know how your experience was, because I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. Thank you all, and I will see you next time on the next video.